I'm thinking of you, thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late, now it's too late, I'm out of time, but I'm still thinking of you.
Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Linn. Thank you for stopping by. So today we're going to create this Valentine's sleigh look right here, which you can use for your Valentine date night or just a regular date night or whatever you are doing. I'm loving the eyeshadow. I've been using the Jaclyn Hill palette and also another palette, and this lip combo as well is just perfect. It spices up the look a little bit, but you can of course use a nude pink or a purple lip or whatever you want. So feel free to get inspired, play around with this look, and tag me in your photos if you decide to recreate it. So I have a giveaway going on for my subscribers. So be sure to hit that subscribe button before you leave so you can enter the giveaway as well. And without further ado, if you want to see how I created this and what products I used, then please keep watching. So to start off this tutorial, we are going to prime our face. So I am taking the Mekka Pore Minimalizing Primer in my T-zone, and I am carefully putting it where I usually have pores and also get a little bit oily. So I'm dabbing it in. Then I'm taking the Marc Jacobs Undercover Perfecting Coconut Primer in the rest of my face. So for foundation today, I'm going to use the Chanel Perfection Lumiere foundation, which is one of my most loved foundations like ever. I am in the shade 20 today since I'm not self-tan, and I am going to dab this into my skin using a Morphe contour sponge, I think. I'm not sure, but I will leave everything down below. To conceal my under eyes and highlight the rest of my face, I'm going to use Tarte Shape Tape. I'm adding 3 dots under each eye, a little bit under my nose, on my chin, and also down the bridge of my nose. Then I'm taking some MAC Fix Plus just to add some hydration, and this is a great tip if you are a little bit dry under your eyes or the concealer is a little bit drying. Just add some Fix Plus, it will hydrate, it will look more moisturized, and it will just look good and don't settle into the fine lines as well. So I'm just going to blend this out with a fluffy blending brush, and then I will go in with the foundation sponge just to press everything down so it look nice and blended and smooth. And also a little tip, go back with more concealer if you need it. Less is more if you don't want it to crease. To set my under eyes, I'm going to use the Mercier translucent powder. I'm using the same brush as we did for the concealer, and I'm adding a tiny amount on my eyes, and I'm using the sponge to set my nose and chin because that is my problem area. I always get oily, and then I'm just tapping a little bit in my pores as well to make them smooth and even. Then I went ahead and did my brows off camera because we all have seen me doing brows a million times, and if you haven't, I have a brow tutorial up. I also went ahead and added some MAC lip primer to my lips because they were kind of dry, and now I'm using the Studio Careblend powder from MAC as well just to set the rest of my face before we're going to contour with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And I'm going to mix these two shades together, one a little bit warmer and the other one is a cool, perfect contour shade. And I'm just going to contour my cheekbones, temples, forehead, nose, chin, jawline. You guys know the deal by now. I always do this in every single tutorial, so you've probably seen me do this a million times as well, but this is pretty much how it is. Then I'm taking MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. We're going to use this as an eyeshadow primer today, and as you can see, it removes everything you need to remove, so you get a clean canvas to put on eyeshadows, which we are going to do now using the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. And I'm taking this light shade up in the left corner, which is called And Light, and we're just going to add this to our lids and a little bit upwards to our crease to set the paint pot that we just put on. So as a transition color in my crease, I'm going to take this shade, which is called Love Actually. This is from the Too Faced Best Year Ever collection, which was the Christmas palette. And I'm just going to add this into my crease, blend it out and a little bit upwards as well. And I am going back and forward into the palette to build up the intensity of the color. Next, I'm going to take this shade right here, which is a shimmery shade, and it is called Sleigh Bells. It is so gorgeous. I am obsessed with the colors in this palette, and I'm going to place this on top of where we just put Love Actually to make it more intense and more pink. I'm gonna blend this a little bit upwards as well and a little bit outwards to lift up the eye. Next, we're taking Plum Pudding, which is more like a burgundy shimmery color. This I'm going to focus in my crease and on my outer V. So I'm blending it a little bit inwards to the crease, but I'm not going too high. And then I'm also blending it inwards to like a quarter of my lid. And this is a gorgeous color. I love how it came out. I love the pigmentation, the blending ability of these shadows. Really check out this palette if you still can get your hands on it. And then I'm going back in with a fluffy big blending brush that we used at the beginning. And I'm just going to make sure there's no harsh edges. For the lid, I am taking the Sissy shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. As you can see, this shade is pigmented, it is shimmery, it blew me away. I am loving the shade. Then I'm taking Faint, which is a lighter pink. I'm going to focus this in my inner corners and also on the inner part of my eyelid, and I'm blending the two shimmery shades together to make the eyes pop. And they are so beautiful. Like, this palette really impressed me. Then I'm also going to add a little bit of this shade, which is called Royalty. I've been so into purples lately that I just had to throw some in because of a Valentine. So I am just going to focus this in the outer part and deepen up the crease a little bit. So I'm blending the extra pigment on my brush inwards to the crease. And next, I'm going back in with Sleigh Bells to add some color to the lower lash line as well. And I'm almost blending it into the inner corners, but we're going back in with Faint, and we're going to add some pop of highlight in the inner corners and also on the inner part of the lower lash line. And then I'm going back in with a small tapered blending brush that we used for the shade Royalty, the purple one. And I'm just going to add some more depth and color to the under eyes, like in the outer corners. Next, I'm taking this shade, which is called Beam. This is a perfect color to highlight with, for example, in your inner corners, brow bones, as I do right here, to add some sparkle and glow. To make my eyes pop even more, I'm going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 eye pencil in purple. I'm going to tightline and also add some to my waterline. For mascara, I'm using Lancome Hypnose. As always, I am loving this mascara, you guys, and I am going to put on some lashes. Today I went with the Ardell Wispy lashes, and now for highlight I'm using Mekka Champagne Pop, and as you can see, it is a pop of champagne or a pop of sparkle. This is gorgeous. Like, I am obsessed with this. So I'm also gonna highlight my nose a little bit and my cupid's bow as well. For blush today, I'm using MAC Extra Dimension blush in Sweet for my sweets. I love this. It is such a cute color. It has a little bit of pink, a little bit of peachy. It is just perfect in my opinion, and I am going to add some Jeffree Star liquid lip to complete this look, and this is in the shade Calabasas. What I love most about these are that they are bulletproof, like they stick all day, and the applicator is so smooth you don't even need a lip liner. And to top it all, I'm going to add a hint of lip gloss on top to make it a little bit more glossy and juicy, and this is from NYX, and it is the Creme Brulee Butter Gloss. And to make the makeup look last all the day, I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Coconut Setting Spray. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really hope you got a little bit inspired, and let me know down below what your plans are for Valentine's Day. I would love to know. I can't wait for 50 Shades Free to come out. I already have my tickets, so I'm going next Friday, and I'm so excited. So before you go, be sure to check out the giveaway that I have going on. It will be up until Valentine's Day, a perfect day to give back to you guys. So you must be subscribed, so be sure to click the subscribe button. Also, click on the little bell so you will get notified every time I upload a new video. And when that's been said, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!